Hi, and welcome back to the series Casting an Actor's Perspective. My name is John, and this week we are on episode 2, First Beat, Forget the Rest. And before we get started, did y'all notice the new fancy little intro that happened at the beginning of this video? I just want to give a quick thank you to my good friend, my colleague, my fellow collaborator and co-conspirator, Melissa Blue from Rock Your Reel. If you don't know who that is, please look up Rock Your Reel. She does some amazing work, and she has agreed to start editing all of these videos. So thank you very much, Melissa. This is so much better because of you, and I am very grateful. So thank you very much. Okay, great. So let's just jump right into this again. First beat, forget the rest. What does that mean? All right, you're an actor. You know what beats are. You know that you go through school and they teach you, break down this scene by beats. Know what you want in every single beat, right? All great homework for an actor. And I think that it gets a little different when you audition because it's not fully formed. Again, remember, I am of the philosophy that an in-person audition should not necessarily reflect a finished product. I think you want to come in soft and malleable so that you can collaborate. If you remember from last week's episode, collaborate with the people in the room and find the character, the story, the voice, all of those things together. So when I say first beat, forget the rest, here's why I say that and here's what I mean. I think you have to come in and you have to know all of your given circumstances. That goes without saying, I hope. But if it doesn't, let's just review really quickly. You should know every single given circumstance that you find yourself in. Where were you the moment before this? Why is this happening right now? Why are you coming into this scene right now? Where are you in your life? What is the weather like? What is the time of day? What is the setting or the social environment or just the environment of the scene? All those things are very important. All those things inform how we speak and how we voice our characters. What I want to avoid and what I want to help you avoid, because this is exactly what I used to do. I would go and I would beat out my scene. I want this in this beat. I want this in this beat. I want this in this beat. And while all of that is great actory sort of homework, it breaks down in the audition process because it leaves little to no room for discovery. And what happens when we're acting, in my opinion, is we sort of create this alchemy, this magic that happens where we discover things in the moment as the character, right? So we want to create and recreate that organic feeling in the audition. But if you go in and you say, this is this beat, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. I've got it all mapped out. If you're already mapped out, I tend to go in that direction. I sort of force my way into that direction. And what happens is, and I've seen this so many times, and again, this is and has been me. I still do it. I still mess this up sometimes. But what happens is I watch actors as I'm reading with them go through the scene. They do a really nice, really lovely job with the work, with the scene. They present their flavor to the casting directors, to the directors, producers, whomever. Really lovely stuff. And then the director says, you know what if we do this? And we go again. And you do the exact same thing. You take the exact same path throughout the scene that you took the first time because you've already said to yourself in your mind, you come in and you say, this post, this post, this post, this post, done. And it becomes very difficult for us to get out of our own way. And it becomes extremely difficult for us to have new discoveries, new feelings, new sensations, so that we become alive in the scene, in the audition. I want you to think about it this way. When you leave that much room for discovery by knowing the very first beat, the very first thing you want when you walk into that scene, and you drop everything else, and you allow yourself to go on the journey and experience the journey afresh, anew, you invite the room to go with you on that journey. And what happens, the magic, the alchemy in that, is that rather than being at the moment of your audition or at the moment of this is this beat in this scene. You throw all of that away, and it allows for a space where you can just be in the moment. And I don't want you to take my word for this. I want you to see for yourself. I want you to practice this. I want you to take this and put it in your own voice, in your own body, through your own character work, and just see if it feels true for you. I think you'll find a lot of freedom in being able to explore more deeply, more fully, more authentically by just taking your first beat, knowing exactly what you want in that scene, and then forget all the other stuff that you've been taught for now, and let the audition happen in a very beautiful, organic, human way that just says to the whole entire room, hey, come take this journey with me. I don't know what's going to happen, but come take this journey with me, and let's just see what happens together. Something amazing may happen. Something really weird and terrible might happen, but it won't be boring. I can promise you that. It won't be boring. So feel it. Try it out for yourself. Try to find how to be in the moment as opposed to at the moment. And in my opinion, you do that most eloquently, most efficiently, most beautifully in your audition when you focus on your very first beat and you forget the rest. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. This has been episode 2 in the series Casting an Actor's Perspective. Please join me next week for the 3rd installment in this series, Know Your Place in the Story.